Good Thursday, everyone. I'm meteorologist Dave Snyder at the National Weather Service with Alaska's statewide weather. Low pressure moving across the north and eastern Gulf Coast, still bringing some heavy snow to southeastern Alaska, in some cases up to an inch an hour. Places like Hyder looking at 9 to 14 inches, again with some heavy snowfall rates there. A winter storm warning continues there until 6 o'clock tomorrow morning. Other places farther north are seeing their warnings and advisories expire a little bit earlier, some as early as this evening, but for places like Petersburg, Wrangell, and Kake, expect storm totals to reach 7 to 11 inches there. The warning goes until midnight. And again, some heavier snow still falling through this afternoon and this evening. Drier air is moving across Prince William Sound and parts of south central Alaska, but the west coast already seeing another round of snow move in across the region. That brings winter weather advisories through the daytime tomorrow from 9 o'clock in the morning until 9 in the evening. It may also bring the potential of some freezing rain. Most of that will be less than 1/10 of an inch, and by and large what you'll be dealing with is mostly snow, but there is a potential for a little bit of a glaze in the lower and middle Yukon Valley, around the Koyukuk Valley, and also in the upper Kuskokwim Valley closer to McGrath. Heading through tonight, low pressure is working into the southern Bering Sea with an occlusion working over the Bristol Bay area. King Salmon and Dillingham should both turn over to rainfall with snow showers likely a little bit farther north up the coast. A trough of low pressure sitting across the Bering Strait will encourage more snow around St. Lawrence Island and the western tip of the Seward Peninsula, perhaps Nome as well. High pressure north of Barrow all the way into Dawson will keep skies relatively clear, especially around the Brooks Range and points north of the upper Yukon Valley. But it should remain pretty cold as well with very little wind. A stronger wind will develop across the lower and middle Yukon Valley, that blowing in from the south and east, and that'll push a little more snow farther north up the west coast, with rain moving back into Bristol Bay and the Alaska Peninsula, and low pressure working over the central and eastern parts of the chain. That quickly crosses into the northern parts of the Gulf as we head into Saturday, and we'll be keeping close watch on this storm as it drops to 992 millibars, moving back into the northern Gulf after passing over Kodiak Island. It'll push some rain closer to the north and eastern Gulf Coast once again, quickly returning precipitation to southeast and perhaps south central Alaska with another opportunity of snow for the weekend. Meanwhile, cold air is poised and ready to drop west of the Bering Strait and heading south quickly, and that could encourage a stronger area of colder air to build southward into the southern Bering Sea. With Alaska's statewide weather, I'm meteorologist Dave Snyder. Find us online anytime at weather.gov.